What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 7, and we start today's episode off by seeing that Thomas Kraft, our goalkeeper, has been injured in a training injury and will be out for 4 days, so that's not a real blow at all. He'll miss one game against Schalke, and then he'll go back to being a regular goalkeeper. Jarstein will fill in for the time being in that one game against Schalke, and as we've now entered November, we can take a look at the squad report and also the league table as well, see how the players are doing, and yeah, training injuries, man, like I did say in the last episode we got on as well. I don't tend to get training injuries, so the fact I've had 2 already is a real surprise. But anyway, 4 days isn't too big of a blow, so I don't mind too much. But yeah, here's a look at the squad report, and a reminder that the squad reports do come out at the start of every single calendar month, as do the full league tables, which you will of course get to see now as well. We're of course in 7th place. We've played 10 games, got 4 wins, 4 draws, and had 2 losses as well. We've accumulated 16 points so far. We're 1 point off those 2 Europa League places, which I did say, and I have been saying all through the start of this career mode, that I definitely think we should be challenging for come the end of this season. I don't know whether we can qualify for the Champions League. I think that's going to be a very, very difficult ask, but definitely challenging for those Europa League places. I think that has got to be a bare minimum. You know, I really do, because I think our squad is very decent. It's a lot better than it may seem on paper. I seem to be playing quite well with it so far, and I definitely feel like if we don't qualify for those Europa League places come the end of the season, I'll be very disappointed in myself. But we'll have to wait and see regardless. The Bundesliga is quite hard, but maybe I'm just trying to be as ambitious as possible, really. But anyway, we take on Schalke for the first game of today's episode, and as you saw as well, we did have to rest our goalkeeper, who was of course injured, but the first chance of the game would fall to us here as Ramos outpaces Húberdez, gets onto the ball, rolls it forward, and the Soga's shot is well saved by Hildebrand, and it's still 0-0, so a good chance there. We couldn't take the lead, but in the 29th minute, Maya, the guy we were pursuing all through the summer transfer window, gets onto the ball, and eventually the number 7 keeps hold of it, rolls it forward towards Julian Draxler, gets past his man and shoots, but puts the ball just wide. So Schalke with a lot of young talent trying to get the goal here, but unfortunately for them it was still 0-0. I didn't mind too much. I would have taken a draw in this game. In the 40th minute, Ben Hatira goes down the left hand side. Great chance for us here as we keep on going, swinging across towards the far post, and it almost catches Hildebrand out. It had to be cleared off the line, and eventually a header went straight into the gloves of the goalkeeper. So still 0-0, but almost a freak goal there, really. But in the 55th minute, we had a free kick. It's our number 10, Ben Hatira, who stands over the ball. Very good chance here as we end up swinging the ball into the centre, trying to get one of our big men to head it into the goal. The Soga goes for the ball, it's headed away only as far as Sakirci, but how about this for a strike? Absolutely fantastic from our Turkish holding midfielder. What a strike that is. No chance for Hildebrand in the goal, and it is Hertha Berlin 1, Schalke 0, as he and Baum Johan do the patty cake celebration there. Fantastic strike there by Sakirci. He just levers it from just outside the area, goes through 3 or 4 bodies, and there's nothing Hildebrand can do about it. Fantastic strike, and I just had to watch the replays for this one because it just looked absolutely fantastic. No chance for the goalkeeper, and it is indeed 1-0 to Hertha Berlin. And the 68th minute, Sakirci, who just scored our goal, makes a fantastic defensive challenge there, so playing very well on both parts of the pitch. And in the 69th minute, Lasoga gets onto the ball, rolls it out wide towards the goal scorer Sakirci, chips it in, Ramos goes for the header. Unfortunately, Hildebrand makes the save, and we can't get the ball into the back of the net, so still 1-0. In the 89th minute there, we looked as though we were going to get the win, but unfortunately, as Farfan rolls the ball down the right-hand side, Klaas-Jan Huntelaar crosses the ball in, but thankfully for us in the centre, the header goes wide, and we do manage to hang on and get the win. So very relieved there. Schalke did have quite a few chances in this game, but the fact we managed to hold on and get the win was very good indeed. So we've pulled together quite a good run of form so far, and I know of course the last league game was a loss to Bayern Munich, but other than that we've only had 2 league losses so far this season, and we're doing quite well. You know, we're actually doing a lot better than expected, so very good start. So even though we did have that loss to Bayern Munich in the last league game, we're still looking quite good at the moment, and the following game was going to be away against Hoffenheim here, away from home. So on the back of that win against Schalke, I was feeling very, very confident, and like I said, if we can put together a good run of results during this part of the season, we could, you know, try and pull away from the middle of the pack and separate ourselves from the sort of the mid-table teams to the European teams. You know, try and become one of those European place teams, if you know what I mean. So we take on Hoffenheim here, and I fancy my chances, even though we were away from home after that win against Schalke. They do have some good players, including Robbie Keane up top. How about that? Still got some good players, but I still fancy my chances regardless. regardless, and the first chance of this game would actually fall in the 6th minute as Sikirci, who scored against Schalke, gets past his man and ends up playing a great through ball towards Lasogga. Fantastic first touch as well by our strong striker, gets past his man and shoots, but the goalkeeper makes a save, and it is still 0-0. But we almost got to a very good start there, but still the game was scoreless. But in the 33rd minute, William Carvalho gets on the ball for us and sprints through the centre, plays the ball out wide towards Lasogga. Really good chance here. Lasogga keeps on going down the right flank, ends up swinging in across towards William Carvalho. Our holding midfielder goes for the header, but he puts the ball just wide of the post. So almost scoring his first goal for the club there, our big money signing, but it was still 0-0. But on the stroke of half time here, a great chance for Hoffenheim to take the lead. They cross the ball into the centre, and thankfully for us, I got very, very lucky. I tried to head the ball back to Kraft. Instead, I leisurely just booted the ball over the goalkeeper's bar there with Carvalho, but still 0-0. From the corner it's crossed in, and the header is well saved by our goalkeeper Kraft. Good stop, back in the team after injury, and it is still 0-0 as we clear the ball away. But in the 69th minute we brought on Yasil for Baum Johan. Couldn't seem to score a goal in this game. We had a few chances, we couldn't seem to get the goal, so I decided to go for a bit more offensively set up. Yasil comes on for our playmaker Baum Johan, and in the 71st minute here, Beck gives the ball away. It's played forward by Sikirci to Yasil. Yasil finds Lasogga, gets past his man, plays it back towards Yasil. The man on loan from Liverpool goes through one-on-one. No one's going to catch him, and he finesses the ball into the corner. So we do have that option to sign him at the end of the year if we wish to do so for a £1.5 million future fee, and I definitely am considering it because that is his second goal of the career so far. But he does look like quite a good super sub, you know, bring him off the bench, see if he can get a goal during the late stage of the game, and that's exactly what he did there. He got the only goal of the game late on off the bench to give us the win by a goal to nil. So once again, we get the win by a goal to nil. 2 1-0 wins in a row. This time, Yasil got the goal instead of Sikirci, but even so, I was very, very happy with the 3 points and a good win for us there away from home in a very difficult game. After that, we saw another international management offer come in for us. It's Northern Ireland, and for this one, we once again say that we'll think about it, but we've got Wales, we've got Turkey, we've got Northern Ireland. We're not going to accept any of those, really. I keep them stalled just because I can, but I know for a fact I'm not going to take any of them. But anyway, the following game is going to be against Bayer Leverkusen here at the Olympiastadion, and this is going to be a really, really big game for us because Leverkusen are going to be that side that is going to be, you know, I think this year that challenging for the title, it will either be Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund. I don't fancy anyone else getting close, but I think there's going to be a bit of a sort of a scramble between 3rd to 6th really in this league, and Bayer Leverkusen so far are the 3rd place team, so I think there's going to be a bit of a scramble between those places. So this is going to be quite a big game against Bayer Leverkusen. If we can win this game, we can show the league that there's no reason why we can't be, you know, challenging for a Champions League / Europa League place come the end of the season. You know, this is a really big game for us to show the other teams in the league that we are more than capable of doing that. And the first chance of the game would fall in the 21st minute here. William Carvalho plays a great through ball to Lasogga, and it is a wonderful chip over the goalkeeper into the back of the net to make it Hertha Berlin 1 by Leverkusen 0. So our first chance of the game in the 23rd minute, we take it. Wonderful little assist by William Carvalho and a great finish by Lasogga there as he went 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. But in the 31st minute, a great chance for Leverkusen to get themselves back on level terms. Guardado plays a great free ball over the top, and Sidney Sam's volley was well saved by Kraft there. He controlled it, half volleyed actually, but Kraft made a great stop and it was still 1-0 there. So the Mexican almost linking up with the German, but it was still 1-0. But in the stoppage time here, a great chance for Leverkusen to get themselves back on level terms again. Reinhardt goes for goal from way outside the area, but it almost caught Kraft out, but it was still 1-0. And in the second half, pretty much straight from kickoff, Yasil gets on the ball for us and plays the ball over the top towards Allegri. Really good chance for us to double our lead. It's Allegri, gets onto his right foot here. He's looking for a runner, chips the ball in, and it's a fantastic take by Lasogga for his second goal of the game. It's a wonderful piece of control and a great finish as well, and that makes it Hertha Berlin 2, Bayer Leverkusen 0. It's a fantastic finish by our striker, and it is 2-0 for us, and he doubles his goals tally here in this game. And in the 54th minute here with the score still 2-0 to Hertha Berlin. Bayer Leverkusen were desperate to get themselves back in the game here, and as Kraft pokes the ball away, I completely gave it straight to Kroos. A very, very big error with me from the goalkeeper there. I passed it straight to Kroos running in. He made it 2-1 to a massive error by myself there. I didn't see him at the far post and he did make it 2-1. So Leverkusen back in the game, but in the 61st minute, Serge Gnabry gets past Guardado, crosses the ball in, and Yasil with a great header. Fantastic leap by the man on loan from Liverpool. goal, and he heads the ball past the goalkeeper to make it Hertha Berlin 3, Bayer Leverkusen 1. So great header there, and I made up for my mistake with the goalkeeper by scoring the goal to put back the 2-goal cushion in this game. Fantastic header by Yasil, and it is 3-1 to Hertha Berlin to win a game where I really wanted to win. We were winning, and we were winning very well as well. But in the 62nd minute, straight from kickoff, Sydney Sam gets on the ball and sprints through the centre, plays it over the top towards Bender, but Kraft makes a great stop as he sprints out of his goal and shuts him down to keep the score at 3-1. And in the 69th minute, another good chance for Leverkusen, but down the right hand side it's Kruse who goes onto it. Schultz ends up giving the ball away. It's Kruse who backheels it, it's crossed in, but Bender's header is greatly saved by Kraft. Fantastic stop by our goalkeeper, and the game does finish 3-1 to win a game where I really wanted to win. We did win it. Very big win, a very good win. 3-1 over Bayer Leverkusen, and we are really showing some good form at the moment in the Bundesliga. And as always guys, big thank you for watching this video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of this Next Gen Career Mode very soon.